All right, let's dive into a really powerful idea from Steve Chandler's book, 100 Ways to Motivate Yourself. We're going to talk about one single principle that can just cut through all the noise and change everything. And that is the raw power of focus. But let's be real, it's a question we all struggle with, isn't it? I mean, you've got a goal, you know what you need to do, but your mind feels like it has 100 browser tabs open all at once. So why is it so incredibly difficult to just lock in on one thing? Well, Steve Chandler actually has a name for this feeling. He calls it psychic chaos, and it's that constant nagging sense that you're trying to juggle way too many thoughts at the same time. This isn't just being busy, It's a kind of mental clutter that just drains your energy and kills your motivation before you even start. So how in the world do we beat this chaos? Well, the answer, believe it or not, comes from one of the most high-pressure situations you can imagine. We're talking about the Super Bowl and a halftime speech from former Dallas Cowboys coach Jimmy Johnson that absolutely changed the game. I want you to just picture this. You're in that locker room. The pressure is just immense. Millions of people are watching you live. The stakes could not be any higher. This is it. This is where champions are made or broken. And Coach Johnson has to get his team's head in the game, like right now. So he starts with this really simple image. He says, hey, imagine a 2x4, just a piece of wood, laid out right here on the floor. He points out that every single person in that room could walk across it no problem. And why? Because the focus is simple and direct. Just walk the board. Get to the other side. The task itself is the only thing that matters. And here is the brilliant twist. The task, walking the board, it hasn't changed at all. It is the exact same piece of wood, the exact same distance. But the context is everything. Now your mind isn't on walking anymore. It's totally consumed by the terrifying possibility of the fall. The focus has dangerously shifted from the goal to the fear. So, when you break it down like this, it becomes crystal clear, right? On the floor, your focus is on the board. 10 stories up, your focus is on falling. Same physical action, totally different mental game. One is all about success, the other is completely consumed by avoiding failure. And this is the crucial part. Johnson took that analogy and turned it into a direct command. He told them that in this game, falling was the roar of the crowd, the media hype, the crushing weight of even thinking about the Super Bowl title. He told them to ignore it, all of it. Their entire world had to shrink down to just one thing, executing the very next play, like it was any other Tuesday at practice. So, what was the result? A total masterclass in what focus can do. The Cowboys didn't just win, they dominated. The final score was 52-17. That right there is what walking that 2x4 without a single wobble looks like on a scoreboard. Okay, so this is an incredible story, but it is not just about football, not even close. It holds such a powerful lesson that applies to every single one of us. This is where we take that Super Bowl secret and we bring it into our own lives. The main idea here is pretty obvious, right? This isn't just sports psychology, it's human psychology. The exact same mental battle that the Cowboys were facing is the one that we face every single day with our own goals and our own ambitions. Just think about your own 2x4 for a second. Maybe it's a huge project at work or a really difficult conversation you have to have, or maybe it's starting a new business. How often are you actually focused on the task itself versus all the things that could possibly go wrong? We get so obsessed with the consequences of failure that we basically paralyze ourselves. You see how this works? It's like this negative spiral. It starts with us just worrying about what could go wrong. And then those worries, they turn into active distractions that pull our attention away. And before we even know it, we have completely lost sight of the goal. We're not playing to win anymore. We're just playing not to fall. So the solution then is to redefine what focus really means. And this definition is everything. I want you to notice that word exclusively. True focus isn't just thinking about your goal every now and then. It is the disciplined act of directing your mental energy only toward that goal, while you actively push out all the fears and all the distractions. And this is the ultimate takeaway from Chandler's work. Your focus is creative. It doesn't just help you do things. It literally shapes who you are. By consciously choosing to focus on the person you want to become, motivated, happy, successful, you actually start to become that person. Your focus brings it to life. So look, the choice is yours. Every day, every single task is a new 2x4. Are you going to spend your energy looking down, worrying about the fall? Or are you going to keep your eyes locked on the other side, focused only on taking that next step? The only question left is, what will you focus on today?